Let us get going. We give thanks at this moment of 111. We give thanks for this space and time for us to come together as like beings, to raise our consciousness, to make sure that we are reminded of our divinity, make sure that we are clear of our divine assignment. And that is to remember who we are as divine beings, tune in to divine guidance. Understand that you can walk boldly because you are divinely protected, divinely guided, and divinely provided for. So we give thanks for this space and time for us to remember that, for us to vibe on that reality, for us to tune into that frequency so that we can move about our lives courageously, boldly, proudly as divine beings. Ashe, 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 oh, amen. I've been vibing on Abraham for a couple of hours this morning. So I said, let me share a little something from one of my favorite lectures of hers. So I want us to continue. Y'all mind? You want us to continue? Thank you, sister. Thank you. I appreciate love that. What y'all think? Should we continue with Abraham? Was y'all getting the word? Sis had the perfect words, didn't she? She had the perfect words. Okay, let's finish hearing her. She only have a few more minutes, so why not? Why not finish hearing from her?
And you're not going to feel uncomfortable in your leadership. As you hear people complaining, you won't take their complaints to heart at all, but you're going to feel a solution forming within you and words to back up the solution. And you're going to find yourself telling people what you know on a more consistent basis without offending them, because you're not going to be considering their point of view and your point of view at the same time. You're going to be speaking profoundly from your point of view. In other words, one who's connected to this source energy, one who's flowing with the stream from inside the vortex, is more powerful and more influential than millions who are not. And in giving all of this to you, it is our powerful desire that you understand that this is not an assignment that we are assigning to you. It is the fulfilling of the intention that you set forth. Amen. And are acknowledging to you that you've accomplished what you have set forth to accomplish. You are creators who have come into this environment for the details that it evokes from you. But you are God force who insists upon alignment with the energy of your source. And it is our knowing that as you move forward from this day, never again will you feel negative emotion without blessing the importance of it. Because in the negative emotion is the indication that you are setting forth for this universe expansion. And instead of feeling a continuing of negative emotion, you're going to flip. You're going to take the bounce. You're going to feel the solution that your problem has pointed. And you're going to feel it fast. You're going to feel how we feel more often as you explore the contrast of your time and space reality. What has happened in this time that we've been together, and even though we can speak it and you cannot, and we can feel it, and maybe you are getting some of it, over the days that follow, you are going to feel the profound meaning of what we are offering here. Because you have managed to activate an inside the vortex vibration with enough consistency and frequency that your point of attraction has shifted dramatically. And the lives around you, which you call physical manifestational, and we call them manifestational indicators of vibration, are going to show it. So hold on to your hats.
Hold on.
And get ready to feel the celebration.
Get ready.
Many times in every day of your newfound freedom in your newfound absence of resistance. There could not be greater love or appreciation focused at you than now. There could not be more recognition of the worthiness of that which is you than that which we feel here and now. And there could not be more eager anticipation for the manifestation that by law must follow as a result of what you have accomplished vibrationally as a result of this gathering. And with all of that, we say to you, you have done the work. and we have received the benefit, which is exactly the way you so lovingly set it all up when you decided to come forth. And we want you to feel the appreciation of that which you call God and that which we call all that is, for the expansion of the universe that is as a result of the beingness that is you.
Come on.
It is time for you to love you as we do and reap the benefit of you as we do. There is great love here for you. And
yes. Okay, that's it. All right, y'all. Bye. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, give thanks for that. The notion to play that one. That was nice. So I did put the link in the chat room so you can check that out. That's nice. That's a nice one. I have a playlist. It's public. I have a playlist on my YouTube channel with all of my favorite ones, and I just consistently add to that list. You know, if I hear one from her that stirs my soul, then, you know, I'll add it to that playlist. So greetings to everybody. Everyone's name looked familiar. So hey, everybody. Hey, family. If there's anybody new on here that I haven't acknowledged, then I want to acknowledge you. Welcome. If this is your first time, let me know so I can properly welcome you. For those who don't know, it's on my YouTube channel. It says Abraham Faves. For those who don't know who that was speaking, that was Esther Hicks, who, the best way I can describe it, who channels and speak as Abraham Hicks. And she has some profound talks and lectures online. She has a whole, you know, kind of like ministry. And she basically talks on the reality of God, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? She speaks about the reality of God. She uses a different language than I use. She may use, I use vortex sometimes, but that I see as her kind of language. Right. She's a him, her, them, us, all, you know. But you know, she has a way of speaking about the reality of God, or what we call the universe, or what we call vibration, or what we call the creator, or what we call mother, father, creator, or, you know, whatever we may call it. She speaks of it in a very practical, layman's kind of way. And I love it. You know, as long as you know what she's talking about as far as like vortex or, you know, creation or energy, then you can really vibe with her. And I love when she does what they call the rampages, where she just flows. She just let it all come. I love it. It's amazing, you know. So Abraham Hicks is definitely one entity that I listen to on a regular, you know, when I want to when I need some soul food, you know, literally some soul food. Muji is another one. I read from his book every time we close right now. And there are so many. It definitely are many other ones that I definitely vibe with to keep my soul fed, and that is essential for us to keep our soul fed. Ashe. So, listen, y'all. I sat with a beautiful word this morning that I feel compelled to share with you all, and that's what we'll vibe on today. That beautiful word that I was vibing with this morning during my devotion time. And so the structure of today's session is going to be me reasoning about this word, and then we'll go into meditation to become one with that word, one with that word, okay? And so that's the vibe today. But the title of today's session, or the inspiration of today's session, is Bring Down the Walls of Jericho. Bring down the walls of Jericho. All right, now that's how I feel like I'm in church this morning. Y'all ready? I feel like I'm in church. Do y'all know the story of Jericho? I'm laughing because I can imagine my Bible listening back to this when I post it. But who knows the story of Jericho? Who knows the story of Jericho? Yeah, and y'all know when I share the story, because girl, we in church, okay? Y'all know when I share the biblical stories, I'm sharing in my way, okay? These are the way that I interpreted them, and this is me telling a story. Well, without being long-winded, because I desire not to, I don't want to hold you long, but I want the word to be strong. Jericho is your land of treasures. Just know that. I love to give aspects of my life names. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm experiencing doubt, I see that as Egypt. And I'm like, I need Pharaoh to let my people go. I need my ego to let my thoughts go. You know what I'm saying? Like I speak in metaphysical terms. So if y'all hear me talking about these different things, I'm definitely speaking from metaphysical terms. But if I need to call on my acceptance, my divine love, my acceptance and allowance, I'm like, come on, David, rise up, get your slingshot out. Let's get the smooth stones, get rid of Goliath, because we don't have no time. Accept and allow it to be what it is, trusting that all is working out in divine order and, in divine time. And so I speak to myself in that language. So for me, Jericho is my land of treasures. There are a few other, lands of treasures, Eden, Zion, Jordan, but Jericho is one of them. And in the story, it was essential for the wall around Jericho to be let down in order for Jericho to be accessed. And we all have a Jericho. We all have land. We all have land. Did you know that you are an owner of land? Every single person on this line and every single person who is listening into this have possession of land. You hear? And our land is our Jericho, and it is our land full of treasures. And that land we call our destiny, we call it our vision, we call it our higher selves, we call it our birthrights. We all have access to that. But sometimes we have subconsciously or consciously built a wall up that is getting in the way of us accessing Jericho. So today, I just want to vibe on that notion and say it's time for us to consistently bring down any walls that come up that is blocking us from our Jericho, from our land of treasures, from our destiny, from our divine assignment. We've all been given a divine assignment. So here are some of the notes I wanted to give for you to vibe on. Nearly everyone has built walls around their Jericho. And walls can be walls of doubt, fear. Resentment creates a wall. Anger creates a wall. Fear. Any of these things that are speaking against or gives any notion that's against truth. And the truth is, we need not fear. There is no need for fear. The truth is, everything that happened in your experience is not by chance. It's meant to happen in your experience. So thus, it's better for you to honor your experience, work through the emotions, reconcile with the emotions, and affirm that all is divinely ordered, that I am covered by grace, that any seed or plant that has been planted, that has not been planted in divine mind and divine essence is uprooted, that nothing remains in my life that is not in alignment with my highest good. If we can get to the place where we affirm those different things, then we can release and bring down those walls. But as long as we hold those walls of resentment, shame, anger, fear, or any of those different things, we're going to have a wall around our Jericho. What brings the walls down? One of the main things that bring the wall down, and if anybody know the story, it was a trumpet being sound. Yeah, and the shouting of the people. This is linked to the power of the word sound power, the power of affirmation. high vibratory words of affirmations of truth. It will bring the walls down, and you will find your success in living out your destiny. One note to take is success is only mentioned in the holy book we call the Bible a few times, and it's in the book of Joshua, which represents a level of quickening, the quickening of man to understand their I am power, the I am that I am. The only way you can really gain that, what we call success, or what's written in that word as success, or our realization of our destiny, is if we have a level of quickening that happens within us. And that quickening is the waking up of your full consciousness in the truth of the reality of God. If that doesn't happen, you're only halfway awake. You're only halfway awake, walking around in a dream or an illusion that is continuously being formed by your error thoughts. That is not real, but you think it's real. But if your spirit is quickening and your mind is quickening, your soul is quickening to understand truth, the reality. And I always say that reality is displayed in nature. It's displayed all around us. Some things never change. One thing that I like to use, because no one can deny it, seasons don't change. Weather changes, but seasons don't. ATLians, we know what that is. That's like, we think it's summer, but no, sir, it ain't. It's actually winter. Spring ain't till March 20th, so relax. The weather might change, but the season don't change. That is a true reflection of the Almighty, the reality of God. It is a divine intelligence that remains the same forever. I don't care who you talk to, what age they was from, but that's what it was. That's what it is. And some things remain the same about the seasons. But let that be an example to us that there is this divine intelligence, this divine omnipotence, this divine essence that never changes, never remains, it remains the same. It is eternal. It is infinite. This is what y'all hear me call the reality of God. And if we can align with that, every part of our being can connect with that divine intelligence, that infinite potential. It can align with that. And the only thing that has us out of alignment with it are the walls of Jericho that we have built, either subconsciously or consciously. Ashe, do we hear the word for today? I pray that we hear the word. I pray that I am clear. Here are some things that is a part of our bringing down of the wall of Jericho. Determination, loyalty to your higher self, spiritual understanding of the Almighty, adamancy about your divinity, standing single-eyed focused in your divine mind. Some of it comes with ignoring people. I can't entertain your opinions or your thoughts about this because I need for my walls of Jericho to stay down. And even if I don't believe in what you're saying to me, if you're speaking words that's not in alignment with what I'm speaking in regards to the situation, in regards to my life, in regards to whatever it may be, I know that if I sit and listen to you, it may seep into my subconsciousness. So I have to protect my energy. I'm on an energy budget. I can't even have a conversation with you because unless you're in divine mind, we are not vibrating on the same frequency. And so I'm good. I'm pretty determined about keeping my vibration where it needs to be. And that is in divine mind. And I speak right now that any seed that has been planted that's not in my divine mind be uprooted right now. You see how you use those words of affirmations and you line yourself up every time? And so my message today is, and what I'm encouraging those who are tuned in to do, is build up your armor. Build up your weaponry. Build up your tool bank by getting very comfortable and bold and articulate with your affirmations of truth. With your affirmations of truth, period. Use your affirmations more often and be bold with them. No matter what the situations, the conditions look like, speak that what it is that's true in regards to your relation, all of your relations. And truth is, if we are on the same page of vibration, truth is that all is always working out in my favor. That nothing can block my divine destiny. That I have the power and dominion over anything that's going against my path. That as a matter of fact, the path that I walk on is holy ground. It's clear and clean. I'm divinely guided. I'm divinely protected. I am covered by grace. Y'all better get gangster with those affirmations, because I don't be playing with it. You know, I'm grateful that the carnal ego has been raised up to a divine ego in me. So I'm going to speak it, and I'm going to watch. I'm going to be a good divine watchman to watch when it's necessary for me to bring out my sword. And my sword, my weaponry, my sword is always affirmations of truth, and I'm going to speak them in any situation, with anything, with anybody. It doesn't matter who you are, what you're doing, who you're supposed to be reigning over, what you're supposed to be governing over. And that's how in order for you to truly experience all of the treasures of your Jericho, that's how you must be. And you can bring those, you got to bring them down, bring those walls to your Jericho down with the affirmations. So I'm going to challenge you all to, maybe today or sometime this week, it's a good time, or maybe you can wait until the full moon. Think about the walls of Jericho that you have built around or that you have built in your life. And I'm being careful how I say it, because I don't want to sound like I'm indicting, because like I said, many times it's subconsciously, but sometimes it's consciously. And you think that building that wall up is protecting you, but it's not. What it's doing is keeping you away from your treasures, from your destiny. You think, I don't trust nobody. You know what I'm saying? That come on. That's fear. I'm not telling you to trust anybody, but I'm definitely telling you to release the fear. Because when you release the fear, you will just trust. The notion of I don't trust him, I don't trust that, you're just trusting. And so then you walk in discernment. And if that means I'm not necessarily walking in alignment over this or with that person, with that thing and all that, that's one thing. But it's not a necessity for you to proclaim to yourself or the world that you don't trust nobody. So walls of Jericho, as you reflect on, are there any walls around my Jericho? Jericho being your treasures, your birthrights, your destiny, that vision that you have of your highest self. That keep on, you got it, it's in your mind's eye, you can see it, you can feel it, you can tell, you know what it is. Ask yourself, are there any walls built up? Now, I'll be transparent, just so you can get an example of what a wall could be. I had to sit and reflect. Parts of first of all, I reflected on what the Most High has revealed to me as my destiny, as things that's, as my life, as my highest self, as all of those different things. So I took a while to just marinate on that, put that in my mind's eye. Then I said, okay, are there any walls around that? And I had a couple of them that I wrote down. I said, concepts of time. Concepts of time. Concepts of time could be a wall to your Jericho, because you have this belief in the concept of time. The Most High, the reality of God, there is no time. That what you think gonna take a long time could happen overnight. And that what you want to rush can take time to germinate and grow. And if at some point you develop the poise enough to just allow, then you will be grateful that it doesn't happen overnight, that you didn't attain it overnight. But some things, the time is now. Many have experienced it. It's like overnight it happened. Mm-hmm. The seed's been planted. Some things have been planted and you didn't even know. So time, the concept of time was definitely one that I wrote down when I was just reflecting on any walls of subtle. I don't care if they're subtle, if they're blatant, I wrote them down. Then also limited vision or dreaming or imagining. Having limitations on what I imagine when something is put on my heart or in my spirit. Subtly limiting what is possible. Subtly limiting my imagination. And the vision could be a wall to your Jericho. Belief in man constructed structures, rules, and requirements. Well, I'm not eligible for that. You're eligible for everything that the Most High put in your spirit that is yours. And as soon as you bring them walls down with affirmations of truth that affirms that, maybe you begin to see how people can move into positions and accomplish things that they don't have nearly the requirements that other people had. Requirements of man, can that really trump divinity? We don't know we don't know who we are. We don't know who we are. So let us today, as we go into the meditation, let us allow the walls of Jericho to come down. We're going to get to a space where our heart is light, our heart is open, our mind is clear, and we're going to acknowledge and even see maybe the wall that's up. And each one that we acknowledge, we affirm the truth so that wall, every part of that wall can come down. And we can have full access, wide open gate to our Jericho, to our birthrights. I shade y'all for that. That's what we're doing today. That's the word. That's the word that I was vibing on this AM. And see, y'all, this is why I be all hyped, because every morning, spirit be moving and I get a word and I be like, ooh, I be full, soul be fed, and that's just an amazing vibration. That's just an amazing vibration. And so let us get in a position to go into our meditation. All right. How's my sound, y'all? We good? Give me a check-in in the chat room, just so I can know that all is well, so that we can move forward. Can you say Ashe on the word? That'll be your check-in. Say Ashe, amen, I mean. I got my thumbs up. Excellent. Anybody who in the chat room, you can say Ashe, amen, I mean. I don't know about y'all, but I don't need no walls. I don't want not a wall, a gate. I don't want nothing. Don't put no walls. I mean, don't give no walls around my Jericho. Ashe, Ashe. Ashe, amen, amen, amen. Let the walls of Jericho come down. That's what we're going to do during this meditation, all right? We're going to bring them walls of Jericho down. See them falling down. The doubt, the fear, the anxiety, the rules, the requirements, the regulations, the past experiences, the projections people have put on you, the projections the world have put on you, whatever it may be. Let those walls come down today. Today. Okay? Tuhday. Today. Come on, Aisha. You that one in the Bible, they said, they're going to have to kick you out of church. Hold my mule. Aisha is the one. She that one that be running around the church. Bust out, sis. I'm definitely not going to kick you out of church. You can run around. See, if I had a church, y'all, boy, people be running and jumping. It's like fire. Shut up in my bones. All right, y'all. Don't get me lit. We about to go into meditation. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, tambourine in hand, popping it loud. All right. Okay, settle in. Y'all calm down. Y'all calm down. Let's get into this meditation. Bring these walls of Jericho down. Find yourself in a comfortable position. Find yourself in a comfortable position and let's get to it. Let us get to it. It is such a privilege and so powerful for us to be able to tune into ourselves, our breath, our body, our minds, our visualizations, and be able to literally tune our vibrations to become in alignment with our destiny. How powerful is that? That gives you the dominion. It gives you the dominion. So these sessions are extremely powerful. You know, when you're able to do these type of things, even on your own, whether it's this session or your own session of silence, we don't even have to call it meditation. That sounds great, but just moments of quiet, moments of stillness, moments of connection, moments of alignment. That's what we're doing right now. And right now we're aligning with full access to our Jericho, bringing down the walls, all walls that have been built up, whether it's subconscious, I don't necessarily know. Maybe it's a vibration that I picked up from people around me or from the collective consciousness or from we love them so much and we bless them so much, or from our parents, our family, whatever it may be. I'm bringing it down. I'm bringing it down. I'm bringing it down so my story can shift, so my life can align with my birthrights. I'm coming home to Jericho, bringing those walls down. So get yourself in a comfortable position, please. And let us lighten our heart, open our hearts, relax in our bodies as you get comfortable in your position. Allow yourself to go ahead and engage the breath. May our hearts be open. Taking deep breaths in through the nose. May our hearts be open. And releasing it through the mouth. Slowing the breath all the way down. And relax. May our hearts be open. Just focusing on the breath and relaxing the body right now. Settling it in for the meditation. Release all tension, release all thought. May our hearts be open. Open the heart. May our hearts be open. Clear the mind. May our hearts be open. And relax. Relax your shoulders, your arms, your hands. Relax and release. Release all thought, nothing to think about. Nothing to figure out. Nothing to do. Just be here in the moment. Be still. Be open. Fully relax. Relax the hips, legs. Allow your ankles and feet to relax, the joints to release. As you continue to breathe, breathe deep into the chest, into the heart area, expanding the chest as much as you can. Slow inhales, slow exhales. Oxygenizing the body, expanding the heart, freeing the mind, relaxing the body, settling into your being. No need to do, no need to think, just be. Relaxed, present, open, aligned. Feel your body release all tension. Feel your breath working as a tool to rejuvenate the body, to relax the body. So appreciating that breath, allowing yourself to inhale deeply and slowly, and exhale slowly and completely. Relax. If any thoughts come, allow them to come and go. Refocus on the breath, expanding the body, and relax. Now, begin to see all the treasures in your life. Whether that's the treasure of freedom, peace, prosperity, good relationships, ownership, wealth, supreme health, friendships, expansion. Whatever that vision includes, that you can see with your mind's eye when it comes to your destiny. the visual of your manifested highest self. See it now with your mind's eye. See you. See how vibrant and beautiful and powerful you look. Feel how whole and complete and well and powerful you feel. Look over your entire territory, your family, your friendships, your resources, your network, your work. See the beauty with your mind's eye. Be awed by how amazing your life is. Be deeply grateful for how blessed and favored you are. Put yourself there. This is you. This is you. This is you. Although in the moment you may feel separate from this reality, or even far from it because of conditions of life, circumstances, or situations, allow yourself to see it, feel it, see you, feel you. See every part of you, every aspect of your life. Just take a moment to enjoy that visual. This is your land of Jericho. Take survey of your land. See how blessed your inheritance is. Now visualize yourself standing, looking out into that land. And you are right there near it, but there are walls. As you take steps towards that land, your land of Jericho, your visions, your dreams, your desires, see those walls, name them. Name each wall and visualize each and every one of them crumbling. Literally see the wall crumbling down. If that wall is doubt, see it crumbling, affirming that I totally accept and believe in my destiny. I have faith and I know my destiny is true and it is mine. If it is fear that is that wall, see it crumbling, affirming that I am a divine being, divinely guided and protected and provided for. I need not fear. If that wall is shame or guilt or resentment, see it crumbling, brick at a time, stone at a time, affirming that everything that has been on my path is a part of the divine design of my life. And because I am a divine being with divine assignments and a divine destiny, it is destined for me to experience the very best of this life. No matter what has happened in the past, that is my destiny. Whatever the wall may be, name it. And once it is named, immediately see it crumbling down. And see yourself walking, running, jumping, leaping towards your land. And once you're on that land, walk around it. Lay down on it. Hug some trees. Walk barefoot. Claim your treasures. See yourself in that land. Ashe. See yourself in that land. No more walls. Clear, open land of treasures. Allow yourself to see it. Feel yourself there. Now, as we get ready to close, give thanks for your unique inheritance, for your unique vision, your unique desires. Because if you have been able to see it in your mind's eye, it's already done. And because you're taking the time to bring down the walls of Jericho, you are gaining access. No. Allow it to really sink into your heart. It's already done. Affirm it. Speak to your heart. Speak to your mind. Speak to your ego. Speak to your being. Speak it out into your world. It's already done. It's already done. It's already done. Because I am that which I am, it's already done. All walls that have been built that are not divine mind have crumbled. And now the doors are open. The gates are lifted. The tide of my destiny is here. Ashe. Amen. Amen. Let's take one last deep breath in through the nose. Holding that breath as long as you can. And when you're done and ready, release that breath. Relax into your space. Relax into the moment. Allow yourself to come back to the present moment. Giving thanks for remembrance. Giving thanks for the walls of Jericho coming down. And give praises for the Almighty and the reality of God. Ashe. Ashe. All right, welcome back to the present moment. We give thanks. How y'all feeling? Somebody grab Aisha. She done ran around the church. Somebody get her. Somebody hold her. But don't hold her, let her run.
Welcome magic and wonder, brilliance and grace. Welcome joy, satisfaction, pleasure and strength.
Please stay to the benediction.
Welcome essence, beauty, presence, time, spirit, form, and space.
Yes, stay in the vibe. Hold the vibration.
Welcome excellence in every blessing, sacred and praise. What I seek, I have. What I wanna know, I understand. All I wish I could, I can. Who I wanna be, I am.
Hey, join in if you
What I
like.
seek, I have. What I wanna know, I understand. All I wish I could, I can. Who I wanna be, I am.
Whoever you want to be, you already are. Whatever you want to know, you already understand. Be still, be you. Just be. Relax, receive, open up, free up. Be still, be quiet, listen, watch, pray, affirm.
Welcome magic and wonder, brilliance and grace. Welcome joy, satisfaction, pleasure and strength. Welcome essence, beauty, presence, time, spirit, form, and space. Welcome excellence and every blessing, sacred and praise. What I see, I have. What I wanna know, I understand. Oh, I wish I could, I can. What I wanna be, I am. What I see, I have. What I wanna know, I understand. Oh, I wish I could, I can. Oh, I wanna be, I am. I am queen, I am the tree. I am the flower, I am the bee.
We are all of it, y'all.
I am fire
Already.
and I am wind.
Already.
I accept love and also I give. I am loud and I am mighty. I am silent and I tread lightly. I am brave and monumental. I am modest, I am gentle. I am student and I teach. I am the sand and I am the beat. I am ease and I am power. I am bridge and I am power. I am peace and I am one. I am mother, I am child. I am many, I am few. I am God, and God is you. What I'm seeing, I am. What I wanna know, I understand. Oh, I wish I could, I can. Who I wanna be, I am. What I see, I am. What I wanna know, I understand. Oh, I wish I could, I can. Who I wanna be, I am.
Yes. Beautiful chorus coming through per usual. Shout out. Giving thanks for beautiful chorus. Can't make this up, y'all. I prayed for a word that's specifically for us following this session, and this is the word I turn to. Okay, tune in. It reads, offer your existence to existence itself. Such an offering goes deep into the very heart of truth. When such a pure yearning for home arises, the return is swift. When you give your heart, you receive yourself. Ashe. Offer your existence to existence itself. Ashe. Such an offering goes deep into the very heart of truth. That's what it is. When such a pure yearning, I just want to be. I just want to offer my existence to being. To being. When such a pure yearning for home arises, the return is swift. Those walls come down immediately. When you give your heart, you receive yourself, your Jericho, your treasures. Tell me that we can't make this up. God is good. Ashe, divine order, a perfect word. Offer your existence to existence itself. Just be. Don't hold on to nothing. None of it. Just be. Let it go. Tap into divine love, accept and allow it all. Just know that it's all is well. Such an offering. That's an offering. Look how you put it. Such an offering. I'm offering it all. I'm offering my ego up. I'm offering my intellect up. I'm offering my will, my zeal, my power, my strength, my all of that. I'm gonna offer it up to the surrenderance. Such an offering goes deep into the very heart of truth, because anything outside of it, it ain't truth anyway. Anything that you're doing that's not surrender, you ain't in alignment with truth. It's not sustainable. It's not heavenly. It's not holy. When such a pure yearning for home arises, the return is swift. When you give your heart, you receive yourself. Ashe. Ashe for the word today, y'all. This has been a good time per usual. Ashe for the word, May we go into this week May we go into this week seeing our land. May we be able to clearly see our land, see our birthright, see ourselves, see our vision, see our destiny, see our desires. May we see them clearly. May we be able to see them in our mind's eye, and may we continuously affirm the crumbling of any wall that's around our Jericho, that's around our treasures. Any wall that has been built to block our blessings, may they crumble through the affirmation of truth this week. May we speak affirmations of truth boldly. May we speak them consistently. May we be loyal to our vision, our divine design, our divine assignments, our divine destiny. And when or if there are any walls that begin to form, may we swiftly offer up affirmations of powerful truth. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Oh, amen. Amen, 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 amen. Thank y'all for tuning in. Per usual, thank you all for tuning in. It has been beautiful. Thank you so much. I pray that this word has been strong for you, and that it stirred something up and gave you something to walk with. Ashe. If you want to learn more about OU Ministries, go to OUministries.com. You want to learn more affirmations, you want to share affirmations with individuals with like minds, then check out the memberships, where we are always talking about the word. We are always striving to raise our consciousness, raise our words, raise our actions, raise our desires, our will, our zeal towards divinity. That's our whole goal. That's what we do. In every group, in every one of those groups, that's what the main focus in us doing is, so that we can experience the very best of our lives, period. And we know how to do that, because first you got to learn. Many times you got to unlearn. Then you got to learn. Then you got to align with that truth. And then you can thrive. And that's the whole mission of OU Ministries. You want to learn more, definitely check it out. I would love to see you come into one of the groups. I think it'll be amazing for many of you, especially those who have already seen the power of such times that we have together, and the times that the impact it has had in your life. When you become a member of those groups or become a member of OU Ministries, it just elevates it to the next level, because you become a part of a family of people who, that's the goal. That's all we vibing on, period. We don't have to give a disclaimer. We human, but we don't give no disclaimers. We are divine beings on a divine journey. And yeah, we may have some walls of Jericho up, but we know how to tear them down, and we are victorious. We are overcomers. We do nothing but win. That's all that's even we're in alignment with, is winning. And that's the whole goal of it. So you can definitely learn more about that at OUministries.com. Listen, y'all, this is March. So we got spring equinox. We got this full moon coming up this week. That full moon is right before the spring equinox. So tune in to that meditation that this week I'm going to be vibing on the full moon and the spring equinox. I also have a Heart Matters event that's happening on the 25th on Saturday. That is in person at OU Ministries over on Washington Road, 3353 Washington Road. It's going to be a beautiful event. And the whole notion of that is for us to honor women and understand that a lot of women are hurt and they're heavy-hearted. And many women are dealing with heart issues, heart dis-ease, heart trouble. And so that whole event is centered around heart healing. So we'll be focusing a lot on the heart chakra, heart healing. We'll be out in the garden. I have a horticulture therapist that's coming out that's going to do a beautiful exercise with everybody. I'm going to be doing a heart chakra meditation, and every participant will walk away with the heart chakra goodie bag. So we can walk boldly in who we are, heal our hearts, be lighthearted. And so we can extend our life. That's on Saturday, the 26th or 5th. I'm glad you're saying that, girl, because I hope I ain't put it on the 26th. I hope I ain't say 25th. Yes, the 26th. I'm gonna have to change that date on the thing. Thank you, sis. So that is March the 26th in person, 11 to 1. I'm linking up with a horticulture therapist that does great work for the community. And, horticulture therapy is so powerful. It's working with the land, working with your energy, working with the land. So she's going to do her exercise. I'm going to do some heart chakra work and some clearing and a meditation. And then everybody leaves with their heart chakra bag. This will be great for you as individuals. This will be a great gift to the mothers in your life. This will be a great gift to the young sisters in your life. This will be a great gift to any woman. In honor of Women's Month, I believe these are the type of things we need to be doing. Acknowledging our feminine energy, our womanhood, and what is coming up against it, the walls of Jericho to our womanhood. And that is truly heavy-heartedness. And so, it is time for us to lighten our hearts so we can experience heaven. And as we experience heaven, as you know, with women, whatever light shine through us, it influenced the nation. It influenced our children, our families, our communities. And so if we can live in heavenly existence, our light will shine that much brighter and we can truly impact the world. I know this to be true. I bear witness to be true. When my heart began to heal and my light began to shine brighter because my heart was lighter and my heart was healed, the impact that I had this yearning to do for my family, for my community, just started happening effortlessly because it was shining and flowing through me. Ashe. And so that event is called Heart Matters. That's on the 26th, Saturday the 26th. That's the following weekend after the equinox. And this week is that full moon and spring equinox meditation. So make sure y'all tune in. All right. Peace and love, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Remember, if this was a word for you and you think it could be good for somebody else, share it. Of course, it's going to be on YouTube, so you can share the YouTube link, but also make sure you share the link for them to get the link to tune in live. As you all know, it's a beautiful experience. All right. Love and light, y'all. Love and light.